YouTube, how we doing? PPS here, YouTube Play of the Day. First Dinger Tuesday of the MLB season. And we're back ready to roll on this slate. Really nice slate. Obviously full from 3 o'clock in the afternoon here in Milwaukee all the way down to 10 p.m. game out in LA. So, I mean, there's not much more you could ask for. Obviously starting out pretty well. Feel pretty good about where we're at. I think I'm about 12 units up. VIP group right now. Taking the two winners from Twitter that I posted on the Easter Sunday. Gets us to 3-2 on the season. So make sure you guys are following me over on Twitter if you haven't already. I did post over there. I was going to be rolling with a couple plays over there. We ended up cashing in on the Bryce Miller, Stephen Kwan play, as well as the game, the Blue Jays game there as well. So felt pretty good. Obviously 4-0 in my last 4 free plays over on Twitter and past the prop. So getting ready to come after this one. So, as always, hit that like button if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, we can just continue to put out winners and we'll keep growing. So, 2 spots today. Let's start out here with my first hit parlay, rolling with Kyle Tucker and Bobby Witt Jr. Going to be rolling with those 2 guys here in a hit parlay minus 112. Obviously, Kyle Tucker coming off that 2 home run game. He's on a heater right now, feel pretty good where he's at, getting the face off against Jose Berrios, has a 385 batting average career against him. Berrios obviously really struggles with the left-handed bats. I want to roll with Tucker while he's in the top 4 of this lineup. I'm going to get those extra ABs, and obviously coming off a 2-homer game. What more can you ask for? So I think this is a really fair price. He's at home, obviously smashes righties. I think this is a great spot for Kyle Tucker. Going over to Bobby Witt. Getting a matchup with Cole Irvin. Irvin obviously is not very good. Struggles against righties. Has a 488 slug against righties last season. And Witt's coming off back-to-back games with homers as well. Has a hit in every game so far this season. I think this is a really, really fair price for 2 guys that are heating up early in the season and have great matchups against guys of the opposite hand. So I think this is a great spot and a great price for these 2 guys here. Play number 2, I am going to head over to DraftKings. I'm going to pop over on FanDuel here quick just to make sure that we have a better number. I think we do. But I don't understand this line at all, so I want to make sure I get this correct. All right, so it is 1 cent better on FanDuel. So I'll send you over there. Me rolling with Diamondbacks first 5, minus 124 right here. Obviously not in the parlay. Minus 124. I will pull that up here, switch it to a 4. There we go. Because it was minus 125 on FanDuel. Obviously, pretty much the same. But I really like Gallen here at home, as always. Last year, if you want to look at Gallen at home, in 102 innings, he had a 2.47 ERA, 4.42 on the road. I think this is a good spot for him. Coming off of a good start in his first outing against Colorado. I don't know how much I look into that, but win 5 innings. Don't want to mess with the bullpen, especially with the injuries on the back end. So I'm going to trust Gallen in this first 5. Obviously, like I said, he has got good numbers here. And when you look at Cortez, I'm kind of worried here about last year had a 5.54 ERA on the road last year, 261 average to righties, 467 slugging to righties, was only striking him out at 24% clip, and was giving up a ton of power, 5.2 xFIP in those matchups against righties as well. This is a tough spot for you, especially in Arizona. The righty power in this lineup is a lot, right? You look up and down this lineup, you're going to see Gurriel, you're going to see Ketel Marte from the right side, Christian Walker. This is a loaded lineup with righties. So I think that we're going to get a tough spot here for a righty-loaded lineup against Cortez, who does struggle with the right side. He is absolutely dominant versus lefties, sub 200 pretty much in everything, ISO, batting average, everything. This dude is lights out against lefties. But unfortunately for him, there is not that many in this lineup the further and further you go down. So I will be rolling with this team that is absolutely loaded with righties against a guy who does struggle with. The Yankees are hot. I understand that. And you don't want to get in front of that train, but I don't want to take the full game. Yankees pen is significantly better. I think that we can get a good price here at minus 124 to be rolling with a guy who has been in Cy Young contention. I don't want to mess around with Cortez after he gave up 4 runs to the Astros. Doesn't get a ton of swing and miss either. So this is a lineup loaded with power. And I think that if you're going to give me the amount of righties, and now you even add Eugenio Suarez into the mix there, that is a ton of power from the right-hand side. So sign me up for rolling with Mr. Gallon here and the D-backs first 5 minus 124. All right, guys, I don't have a dinger yet picked, so make sure you guys are popping over here, checking the comment section. I'll be posting my favorite Dinger Tuesday picks here in the description below. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back here tomorrow with another round of YouTube Play of the Day as well as Pass the Prop. So thank you guys. Have a good one, and let's keep cashing.